What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, we have a potential massive leak for the Indigo disc for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We probably know what Terrapagos' type is going to be. We know what the 19 type is all about. All the new Pokemon coming, we know their types as well, and even the story and some post-game features as well. And of course, guys, like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So our big leak rumor comes from 4chan here, and the reason why I like to believe, and I usually don't believe 4chan posts, is because the release date was posted here as December 14th, which is correct, but this was posted on September 20th, weeks before we had the official release date of the Indigo disc. So this person knew some information, and I honestly believe it. Starting off with Terrapagos. So it has 3 different states. The first one is going to be the Little Turtle, which is going to be a normal and rock type Pokemon. Now, Terrapagos has a Terra state where it becomes a Dragon and Rock type Pokemon. And then there is an Ultima state, so this is the only Pokemon that has 3 forms involving Terra, and it becomes Ultima type. Ultimate type is the 19th type. So when you send Terrapagos out into battle, the little one transforms into its Terra state form. This aligns up with Riddler's tweet saying that the ability was not affected by neutralizing gas. So the little Terrapagos never actually battles. So our first normal rock Pokemon never will actually see battle. It will come out and immediately transform into the Terrapagos battle state form, which is honestly pretty cool. Dragon Rock is our 3rd Dragon Rock we've ever gotten. So I am pretty happy about that. But then it can Terra once again. And when it Terras again, it gets that ultimate type on it. The Terra is also Terra locked like Ogerpon. So it's always going to have that Ultima type associated with it. But the big thing is, though, because it's always Terra'd when it comes out, right? When it transforms, the little one transforms into the big shell turtle that we know before it uses its Terra option. It's still Terra'd in that state. So this is the only Pokemon that has a dual type Terra. So it's going to get stab boost and Terra boost to both Dragon and Rock type moves. And then it will eventually, if it hits that ultimate state Terra button, it will lose the additional Terra boost from Dragon and Rock, but then it'll have the Ultima state and it'll get its own benefits from there. So talking about the Ultima state now, I know that can be a little bit confusing, but all the Pokemon that terrestrialize into Ultima Terra, so anything can have the 19 type Ultima Terra. In some changes, forms like Terrapagos. Ultimate Terra functions as a typeless form. Apparently this was hinted as with Palmy and Double Shock. When it uses Double Shock, it loses its type and becomes typeless. This is a very similar function. Ultimate Terra makes it so you lose your weakness, but aren't super effective with Ultima Terra Blast. So you're the Omni type, right? So you have no weaknesses now, but you have no resistances either. You're straight up a typeless Pokemon. But your damage is always going to come out as typeless if you use Terra Blast as well. So that could be really good. That's an excellent cover move. So this is going to be an incredibly strong type. To lose your typing completely and all your weaknesses associated with that is going to be great for Pokemon that have a lot of 4 times weaknesses as well. And this is obviously going to change the meta. So now for the new Pokemon. So we got Dokutaro, who is going to be Ghost and Poison type. We have Hydroplane, which is the final form of Applin and Diplin, and this is going to be Grass and Dragon, so RIP all the people who wanted that Bug and Dragon. Iron Hooves, Psychic Rock, so that is going to be our Terrakion. Royal Beast, which is going to be our Fire Dragon, Paradox Entei, which I think Royal Beast is a great name. I'm a big fan of that. And then there is a mythical Pokemon that is not in the DLC, but will be released later, and it's going to be an Ice and Poison type Serpent Pokemon. We need to learn more about it. I wonder if it's going to be in the story at all, but yes, we do have at least 1 mythical Pokemon for this generation. It'll probably tie into a upcoming Pokemon movie. We got some story spoilers here, but the story is very safe and not very crazy apparently. You just have to save some people possessed by Dokutaro in a side quest, but they all get saved at the end, except for Kieran, who you battle at the end of Blueberry Academy once the Elite Four is beaten. So it seems like Kieran is probably going to be the champion of this Elite Four, since you can only battle him afterwards. And there's a Dokutaru side quest that most likely will send us back to the Teal Mass area in Kitakami to do all that fun stuff. There's also no more battle points, but you get league points for defeating the Pokemon League over and over again. So yes, we can finally rebattle a Pokemon League in this game. It's not going to seem to be the Paldean one, but it's going to be the Blueberry Academy Pokemon League that we can rebattle over and over again. So that's pretty cool. Post-game DLC allows a new battle facility, which is really sweet, where you can battle trainers at random and are locked at level 50. That makes a lot of sense. VGC is played at level 50, so it makes sense to have your battle content for post-game to be locked at level 50 as well. I wonder if we can, it progresses in difficulty like a battle tower, but this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for that. Kieran can sometimes show up there, and he is unpossessed, so he is cured at this point. Makes sense because this is a post-game thing. For Wi-Fi battle Pokemon, you can pay league points to minimize IVs for a Pokemon, so that is huge. So now you don't have to reset for 0 IV Blood Moon or Saluna. You can just use your league points and pay for your IVs to go down to 0. Same thing for physical attacks, so you don't get hit by foul play. That's really nice. I wish there was a little bit more to it, but that's probably the PK Hex-like feature that Riddler Coup was talking about in the first place. Blueberry Academy is in Unova, but you cannot explore the rest of Unova. Its location in Unova isn't even explained. You just have to accept that it is there. Makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like this DLC is just gonna be a big tease towards Unova, which hopefully will be the 2024 game where you get the black and white remakes, which would make a lot of sense to me for marketing purposes. The only cameo from Unova is Drayden in a hut once you beat his grandson in the post game. He gives you Duraludon and you can evolve it into Archlodon. So I do wonder if the only way to get Archlodon is from this particular Duraludon. We don't know what the evolution method is yet. This post doesn't say, but that would be a little bit lame that if this is the only way we can get Duraludon is from Drayden, and then that's the only Duraludon that evolves. Obviously, we can hatch in Pokemon Home. It's in the Believe in the deck, so we can at least transfer it over for Pokemon Home as well if that's another option for us. As for Terrapagos cannot be caught at first, and the player tries to catch it with the Master Ball that fails. So all those Master Ball references that Riddler Coup is posting was actually related to the Terrapagos, which does make sense. You have to earn its respect first and free it from another realm. The main story is in Blueberry Academy, but you have to explore some of the Crystal Lake in Teal Mass, but then return to Area 0 in mainland Paldea and free Terrapagos there. Briar is there, but not a huge role. It's mainly you meeting people along the way who tell you hints and try to save this magical Pokemon who's giving everyone visions of the scary past or future. So yeah, once again, Riddler Coup said that Briar was not going to have anything really important to do, and this post also double confirms that. So yeah, I'm fully expecting Briar to be just useless. And the last paragraph is also incredibly interesting here too. Terrapagos created Area 0 in Urban Mystica 2,000 years ago and terraformed it into Area 0 that we now know. Terrapagos has the ability to forcibly evolve Pokemon at will, but when it's uncontrolled, it leads to mutations such as Paradox Pokemon. So the answer was not past or future, and the answer was not imagination. Maybe there's imagination, like what led to what making Terrapagos uncontrollable, but it seems to just be neither of them. It's most likely, as it says here, something bad happened to Terrapagos and it forced Pokemon that were near it to become Paradox Pokemon by forcing them to evolve, which makes a lot of sense why they look like Pokemon we currently have already, like Jigglypuff and Screamtail. It's literally just a Jigglypuff with like a tail and, you know, some fangs. Like, it makes a lot of sense. It does look like a mutated Pokemon at the end of the day, and I can totally accept that, and I'm just glad that it answers that question because I was really worried they wouldn't. Some Pokemon wandering Area 0 were transmuted into Paradox Pokemon, and ravaged Area 0 where Terrapagos laid rest in the center of it, feeding more energy to the Paradox Pokemon with the old supply of Urban Mystica. And Heath Cyclizar was the one to transmute into Koraidon/Miraidon, and is what the player rides on. So that makes a lot of sense as well. We know Heath went down there, was the first group to actually see the Paradox Pokemon, and looks like he lost his Cyclizar down there, and they became our ride Pokemon. Now, I wonder if the Paradox Pokemon remember being forcibly evolved. I do wonder if that's going to be a story element with our co-Rhydon Miraidon remembering things like that, or maybe he just totally got his memory wiped. I guess there was at least 2 or a few more Cyclizars in that group to at least create the other co-Rhydon or the other Miraidon as well, because it can't just be one, right? So I guess all Cyclizars, though, either became co-Rhydon or Miraidon based on your version. So this was an incredibly interesting post, guys. If you liked it, let me know in the comment section below what you're most excited about. Honestly, I think this Ultima Terra state is the most exciting thing as a VGC player, but I am really excited to see the new Pokemon as well, especially this mythical Pokemon that's the Ice and Poison Serpent. I'm sure we'll find out next year. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.